So which I understand we are parking our car, and which is this common mistake that most drivers make while parking an automatic car, to be specific?
Oh, really? Okay, that's a very, very sensitive topic. You know, automatic cars are different from manual cars.
Yes.
There's a mistake that most drivers do. The car was in drive as we were driving, or let's say reverse as we were driving, and the handbrake was off, was down. The first thing you're supposed to do when you're parking an automatic car, get your car to neutral, so the car is free.
Yeah.
So it can, even if you maybe let go of the brake, it will start rolling behind. When you get your car to neutral, pull up the handbrake. Let your car rest on the handbrake. Then put it to parking.
Okay.
But most people,
what do they do wrong?
From drive, most people just go from drive and parking, then handbrake.
So the car is resting on
the parking.
Parking.
Yes, on the gearbox. Parking is basically so these are mistakes. I'm not supposed to do that. So I'm supposed to park correctly first. Then I'll explain to neutral and brake, parking.
Now the car is resting on.
Yeah. Now the car is resting on
the handbrake. As it's supposed to be.
As it's supposed to be. The mistake that most people do is that they park in a way that the car rests on the
handbrake,
on the gearbox.
Gearbox, sorry.
That puts a lot of unnecessary strain on the gearbox, because it's the one that's preventing the car from rolling back or forward, depending on the slope of the terrain. The parking gear of the gearbox has a pin that locks the gearbox to prevent it from going either forward or backward.
Okay.
So when the car is resting on that parking slot, there's a lot of there's a lot of strain on the pin. So it affects a lot of things. That's why maybe you get there's a lot of internal damage being done to the gearbox. That's why you'll find most people, ameendesha gari like for 1, 2, 3 years, naomba gearbox. No. That rarely happened with manual cars.
So that is the only thing that affects the gearbox?
Not really.
What are the common other things that zitafanya mtu will have to go and replace the gearbox?
One is careless driving. That drives down to driving, and it's called coasting on neutral. Kuna madriver wanapenda kwamba hii ni mteremko, weka gari neutral, teremka. You know.
Yeah.
So that especially on the new automatic cars which are called CVTs, that's just suicide
to the car.
Yes.
Oh, gearbox, sorry.
Just killing that gearbox. Because one, when the car is in neutral, there's a pump that pumps the lubricating oil of the gearbox. It just stops. It doesn't work when it's in neutral.
Okay.
So the gear, it's just running without that oil. The transmission, that's the gearbox. It depends on that oil to cool it and lubricate it. So if it's running without the oil being pumped,
so it's not being lubricated,
friction and stuff, and it's not being cooled. That's one thing. Second thing is the use of incorrect or fake products lubrication. There's a lot of fake oils in the market. There's a lot of fake ETFs in the market. If
you can advise maybe people which is the best according to you?
I cannot go to brands specifically, but the best is stick for these common ones that we have. Know your dealer. Yes, because if you can say if you can go on brands, every brand has the original or genuine
and the counterfeit.
Yes. So it's up to you to know your supplier. Yeah, if it's these ones that are associated with these petrol stations, go to the petrol station and get your product from there. Also know the genuine suppliers of genuine products.
Yeah, so any other mistake?
We've talked about the costing. we've also talked about the fake lubrication products.
Yeah.
Now this one now comes to driving habit. It comes down to the driving habit. You're not supposed to touch this thing, this gear lever, the knob. No, you're not supposed to touch the gear lever when the car is in motion for an automatic car, except for the Triptonic cars. There are some cars which have a manual, like a manual selector, like this particular car. Because ukiangalia hapa, there is this plus and negative. This is called manual mode, where you can just shift unasongesha mbele, imitating a manual car. It's not really manual, but it's imitating a manual car, which I also don't really recommend.
Okay.
I don't really recommend it. Why? It's not bad, but I don't really recommend, because unless somebody who has the experience of driving a manual car to know when to shift and when not to shift.
Okay. So which common cars that have that both automatic and manual?
Nowadays have. Most CVTs have that, but the CVT one is just an illusion. CVTs don't have gears, so it's just an illusion that you are shifting. But these automatic cars, they have like the Wish, these Subarus, Crown, and there are many slightly Midland high-end cars that have this. So apart from that, you're definitely not supposed to touch this. You may be trying to go to neutral for you to coast. Inaitwa kuteremka mteremko na free. And when you're doing it, when you're trying to go back, usisahau uende reverse. Unaona? Hapo utakula gearbox yako. Just mess it. Yes. Like when the car is in motion, usisahau uende reverse hata kidogo ita. And another thing that messes our gearboxes is when you're parking or when you're doing a 3-point turn. 3-point turn, maybe you're on this road. What we've just done there, we're on this road. I want to go to the other side. So I'll just go there, reverse, come back, go there. That's the 3-point. 1, 2, 3, and you go. Most people borrowed this habit from the matatu drivers who are maybe manual before they came to automatic. Go, drive. Before it stops, reverse.
Again.
Before it stops, drive. No. An automatic car, you're supposed to shift when it's fully stationary. When the car is stopped. Gari kisimama kabisa, then do change it from a drive to reverse. Enda mbele, simama kabisa, change.
Okay.
Hapo utasaidia gearbox yako.
Yeah, so I'm curious. I don't know if he'll get that. Like, what is the work of that car? Blue,
this
whatever.
Blue thing.
Yeah.
This is.
And how is it called?
This is an indicator. This is an alarm indicator.
It's
actually.
the one that you find the car is parked, but it's still
blinking. Either blue or red or whichever color. Yes. It's an indicator of the alarm system of the car. This is actually mostly the aftermarket alarms, not the alarms that come that are factory made with the car. When they install an aftermarket alarm system, they'll put it there for the indication, and it may also act as a sensor in a way or another.
So basically, what is its reason or purpose?
Yeah, that's what I've just said. It's an indicator. You see it blinking. It's also a sensor for the alarm, the alarm system. When you put it in, it helps when maybe you're using your remote key. Yeah, it senses that.
Oh, so it's the work of that.
Yes.
Okay. I really had an awesome time. I've learned a lot, I'm a girl and I want to get to know a lot about cars. Yes, and this is an amazing show, honestly. If you haven't subscribed, you really have a reason to subscribe and get to learn more about cars. I mean, not only this, we are going to bring you more and more cars, and you'll get to learn a lot of nitty-gritties about, cars that maybe you didn't know, and you would have learned a thing. So we call it a wrap for today. I'm your host, Mokeira Veronica, but you need to subscribe, you need to like and comment if you haven't yet, and of course share.